Hello, my dear students. Have a great day to all of you. Myself, Mrs. Kavita Kanade from LVH College, Panchoti, Nasik. This is our SP's lecture. Today, we will learn about the types of companies. Which are the types of companies? There are different types of companies, depends upon the different categories. We learn all these types step by step. There is a first type of company which is on the basis of incorporation. In simple words, incorporation means registration. And there are two types of the companies on the basis of incorporation: statutory company and registered company. On the basis of incorporation, first is statutory company. These companies are brought into existence by special act passed by the central or state legislature. For example, Reserve Bank of India was formed under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, and LIC was formed under the Insurance Corporation Act, that is 1956. That means statutory companies are the companies which are brought into existence or which are established by passing the special act by the central or state legislature. That's why it is formed under the a type that is on the basis of incorporation. Then, second is registered company. These companies are those companies which are registered under the Companies Act 2013 or under any previous law. The owners of the company are the members of the company. That means there are the members, the owners, which are the shareholders, are the owners of the company and also the members of the company. That is called as the registered company. These are the companies which are registered under the Companies Act, Act 2013. These two types are on the basis of incorporation. Incorporation means registration. First is statutory company, second is registered company. Then second type is on the basis of number of members. This is method. In this method, companies are classified on the basis of numbers of members in that company. There are three types of companies which are on the basis of number of members. First is private company, second is public company, third is one person company. Private company. Private company means a company having a minimum paid up capital as may be prescribed and which by its articles. And there are some terms and conditions about the private company. First is restrict the right of member to transfer its shares. That means there is the restrictions on the transfer of shares by the shareholders. That means the shares are non-transferable of private company in short. Then second is restrict the number of its member to a maximum of 200. That means the members for the private company is 200 or 200 members maximum. There is a limit for the private company on the membership of the members or shareholder. There should be the members of the company should be at the limit of 200. Then third is prohibits any invitation to the public to subscribe for any securities or deposits of the company. These are the terms and conditions for the private company. All the above conditions have to be fulfilled at the same time. Only then a company will be called as a private company. If it does not fulfill any one of the condition, it will be considered as a public company. A private company must add the words private limited at the end of its name. A private company can be either of the following: That means it should be the private company is again divided into three parts, that is company limited by shares, then company limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. These are also the types of the private company. And a private company must add the words that is private limited at the end of its name of the company. Then second type is public company. A public company is a company which is not a private company. That means that is the public company. There are also the some conditions for the public company. First is has no restrictions on the transfer of its shares. That means it is the fully opposite of the private company. In private company, the shares are non-transferable, and in public company, there is no restrictions on the transfer of its shares. Then second is has minimum number of members as 7. The minimum number of members are 7. Then third is has to have a minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed by its articles. There should be a paid up capital prescribed by the articles of association. Then fourth condition is does not prohibit any invitation or acceptance of deposits from the public. That means there is no prohibition or not any restriction on the invitation or acceptance of deposits or securities from the public. And maximum limit of members is unlimited. There is a unlimited members in the public company, minimum 7 and maximum unlimited. And in pub and private company, minimum 2, maximum 200. Should learn it. Then third type is one person company. A one person company is a company which has only one person as a member. One person company was introduced by the Companies Act 2013. The liability of that person is limited to the extent of his capital. That's why it is a better form of sole proprietorship concern, as the liability of sole proprietor is unlimited. One person company is a private limited company and has to fulfill all the formalities of private company. One person company may have more than one director, and also there is no need to hold annual general meeting. This is called as a one person company. There should be only one person as a member. These three types are of the come under the head that is on the basis of number of members. Then third type of the company is on the basis of liability of members. There are also three types come under this head, that is on the basis of liability of members. First is company limited by shares, then company limited by guarantee, and third is unlimited liability company. There is a company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company's law. That means every organization which is registered under this act or any previous company act would get the status of the company. There are three types on the basis of this. First is company limited by shares. Company limited by shares. These are the most popular type of companies. These companies can either be a public company or private company. These types of companies have a share capital and the liability of each member is limited to the unpaid part of the face value of shares purchased by the member. That means a shareholder can be asked to pay only the unpaid remaining amount on the shares purchased by him. Then, second is company limited by guarantee. These types of companies may or may not have a share capital. In this case, members promise to pay a fixed sum of money specified in the memorandum in the event of liquidation of the company for the payment of the debts and liabilities of the company. That means In first type, the company limited by shares. In this type, there is a share capital. But company limited by guarantee is come into existence with the help of, that means the members take a promise to pay a fixed sum of money, which is specified in the memorandum at the event of liquidation of the company. Liquidation, that means when the company closed or wind up, at that time all the members come together and paid all the debts and liabilities of the company. Generally, such companies are formed for the purpose of promotion of art, then science, then cultural activities, then charity purpose, sport activities, or some other similar purposes. And thus, there is no profit oriented company. That means these companies are such as a NGO type of companies. There is a no profit motive in these companies. That's why they are come with the without any share capital, and at the time of winding up or closing or liquidation of the company, all the members come together and collect the amount and paid all the debts of the company. That is called as a company limited by guarantee. Then third is unlimited liability company. Unlimited liability company. In this type of companies, there is no maximum limit to the liability of the members. That means the liability of members is unlimited. The members are fully liable to cover the debts of the company. The unlimited company can be either a private company, public company, or a one person private company. That means all these three types included in this unlimited liability company. The liabilities of the members are unlimited in these companies. Then fourth type of companies come under the head on the basis of control. That is, in this head, there is two companies: holding company and subsidiary company. Holding company and subsidiary company. Holding company is a company which holds more than one half of the total share capital of another company. That means more than 50%. If any company purchase or take over more than 50% of the share capital of the another company, that is called as a holding company. That means all the powers come under the hands of holding company, because they became the owner of more than 50% of the company, has the power to appoint or remove all or a majority of directors of another company. The person gets, that means the holding company gets the powers to appoint or remove all or majority of directors of another company. Then second is subsidiary company. Subsidiary company is just the opposite of holding company. Subsidiary company is just the opposite of holding company. It is a company which is controlled by a holding company. Holding company has control over subsidiary company on account of the following reasons. That means holding company purchases more than one half of the share capital of the subsidiary company. That is, we the holding company is the company which take over more than 50% of share capital. That is holding company, and another company is called as a subsidiary company. Holding company has powers to appoint or remove the majority or all the staff or directors of its company. That means of the subsidiary company. That means holding company became more powerful, and another company from which the share capital, that means the another company which is called as a subsidiary company, and main company is a holding company. These are the two types. Then fifth type of company, that is other types. In that, a government company, then foreign company, dormant company, Then listed company, small company, associate company, and company not for profit. All these come under this head, that is other companies. We learn it one by one. First is government company. Government company means any company in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by central government, state government, or partly by central or partly by state government, or the subsidiary company of the government company. That means all these companies, when collect or when the 51%, not less than the 51% of the paid up share capital is held by all these companies, then that companies is called as government company. Government company is registered and incorporated under the Companies Act 2013. It may be a private company or public company. That means government company may be a private company or public company. Both the companies are come under the government companies. Only there is a that condition is more than 51% of the paid up share capital should be held by the that company. Then it become a government company. It may, for example, Hindustan Machines Tools Limited, HMTL, Steel Authority of India Limited, SA, that is SEL. Then Bharat Heavy Electronic Limited, Coal India Limited, then Oil Natural Gas Corporation Limited are the some examples of government company. Then second is foreign company. Foreign company means a company incorporated outside India, however, it has a place of business in India. For example, Amazon India Limited or Nestle India Limited, Bata India Limited, Whirlpool Corporation, etc. are some examples of foreign company. That means these companies are incorporated outside India, but it has a place of business in India. That is called foreign company. Then third is dormant company. If a company is registered for a future project or has not made any significant accounting transaction in last 2 years, or has not filled financial statements or annual returns in last 2 years, then after making application under section 455, it can be called as a dormant company. That means it is not an active company, not any project. That means it is not it is registered for a future purpose, or there is no transactions in that company for the last 2 years, there is no financial statements or annual returns for last 2 years, then that company is called as a dormant company. That means inactive company. Then fourth is listed company. Listed company means a company which has any of its securities listed on any recognized stock exchange. Apart from the provision of Companies Act 2013, the listed companies will also have to follow SEBI's guidelines. SEBI, that means Securities and Exchange Board of India, that keep control on share market in India. That means all the guidelines of the SEBI should be followed by the listed company. A public limited company may be a listed company or an unlisted company. Then fifth is small company. Small company means a company other than a private company, other than a public company. Small company means a company other than a public company. Their paid up share capital of which does not exceed rupees 50 lakh or such higher amount as may be prescribed. A turnover of which as per its last profit and loss account does not exceed rupees 2 crore or such higher amount as may be prescribed. Private company, one person company, and company other than public company can be a small company. Then sixth is associate company. Associate company is relation to another company, means a company in which that other company has a significant influence but which is not a subsidiary company, that is called as a associate company. For the purpose of this clause, significant influence means control of at least 20% of total capital of or of business decisions under an agreement, that is called as a significant influence, that is a associate company. Then seventh is company not for profit. Company not for profit, these are the companies those main motive is not to earn profit. They are set up for social or welfare purpose. These companies are registered under the section 8 of the Companies Act 2013. Such companies are such as the NGO type of companies. These sevens are come under the any types of companies. All these are the types of companies which are based on the different heads. We learn all this on the basis of incorporation. There is two types: statutory company, registered company. Then and incorporation means registration. Then second type is on the basis of number of members. There is three types: private company, public company, one person company. These all three types are depends upon the basis of number of members. That means private company, in private company there is minimum 2 members, maximum 200 members. In public company minimum 7 members, maximum unlimited members, and in one person company there is only one member. Then on the basis of liability of the members, there are three types: company limited by shares, company limited by guarantee, and unlimited liability company. Then fourth head is on the basis of control. There are two types: holding company, that means the main company, and second is subsidiary company, that means the assistant company. Then fifth type is on the other types. In this there are seven types come under this head. These all are the types of companies. I hope all are you understand it. Thank you so much for listening me carefully.